about this. Saquon Barkley was the Giants' offense last year. He had over 1,000 more scrimmage yards than the next closest player and 200 more touches. And the next closest player happened to be the quarterback himself, Daniel Jones, who got himself paid. No other skilled player had more than 82 touches all season. So let's start with the facts. What are we expecting from Saquon this week?
Oh.
You said it. He is not happy.
Not happy.
It's a big day. He is not a me first guy, I've been told. He's not somebody who thinks about himself. But I can tell you, in that building, there is still uncertainty and some pessimism as to whether Saquon will show up. And that is alarming. So this is a situation that bears watching. Look, Saquon has made it clear. He hasn't been happy. He's removed reference of the Giants from his Twitter profile, bio, and on Instagram, which, as you know, as an old head back in the day, on Facebook, you would change your status to "it's complicated."
It's complicated.
These kids are showing they are not happy. So it remains to be seen, because the question is really leverage.
Really? Facebook is now old time? Really?
His remaining time with the Giants.
Let the record show that when I think of back in the day, I don't think of Facebook.
Seriously.
Fair enough. I'm still trying to work my way into that era. But having said that, it is the modern day equivalent of holding a press conference and saying, "I'm not happy here." Scrubs the Giants from his social media. Mike T., there's someone else that you pointed a finger at on our call this morning that I thought was interesting. Who else may not have done their job here?
Daniel Jones. You are the battlefield commander of the New York Giants. You are the CEO. And when you make $40 million or more a year, there's a lot more responsibility than just throwing the ball. And when you look at the production that Daniel Jones had with and without Saquon Barkley, it's dramatically different, Greeny. And that's why Daniel Jones had to go into their front office and say, "Hey, I am not leaving this room until this deal is done." And guess what? $2 million less for my contract, which you can take, isn't going to change my life, but not having Saquon Barkley will. And when you look at these numbers, Greeny, it is compelling how much better Daniel Jones is with Saquon than without Saquon.
Got that shit right.
From negotiated contracts for 2 decades, Greeny, the most effective pressure is when you get it from players, when you get it from coaches. Look, agents are going to bloviate, media is going to criticize you, but when players look at you in the eye and say, "Come on, Mike, you're blowing it," like with Darrelle Revis that I dealt with at holdout, there's no more effective pressure. And I'm disappointed that Daniel Jones didn't help get this deal done.
Bam.
At the end of the day, did the Giants just get this thing wrong?
The Giants might have gotten it wrong, but for Mike Tannenbaum, who I respect greatly, especially with his knowledge as a general manager, maybe outside of the walking this morning, to think that Daniel Jones can demand anything based on the fact that he's the field general. Nobody in that building looks at Daniel Jones.
Oh, man. No, he didn't.
Lamar Jackson.
Oh, I hope Rashid's watching.
A 5-year extension for $260 million. That guy can go into an office and demand something.
True on that one.
Got 5 years for $255 million. That guy can go in and demand something. The deal that Daniel Jones that pays him $40 million a year only says, "Hey, we don't have the replacement for you."
Oh, man.
Aren't going to tie ourselves to you.
Oh, my goodness.
Daniel Jones isn't in a position to demand anything.
Damn! What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. You know what's kind of cool? What's kind of cool is I am the only house on this block, although I do have a lot of neighbors, okay? I'm the only house on this block, but I got a lot of neighbors, okay? But my neighbors, they don't make no noise, or at least they haven't thus far, because there's a cemetery over there and there's no other houses here. So, you know, I can go ahead and say, "Hello, good people," and get a little bit loud up in this mother humper. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm happy as can be because I got my main man, Game Time, Brian. Game Time, what's up, man? What's up, what's up, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? How is everybody doing?
I am doing fantastic because Angelica Baron's in the house along with Miss Hot Sauce, Lola, along with Lady Libra. And we know that Crystal, what's up? Crystal is in the house. And Stacy Schubert, did I miss anybody else here? I left my mouse over at my in-laws' house, so it's hard for me to move my cursor. I just can't move the thing.
Hey.
With my fingers.
At least
Lady Libra's in the house. What's up, Lady Libra?
At least
Miss Gibson's in the house. What's up, Miss Gibson? I think I got all the love. Oh, Regina Green. What's up, Regina? Shout out to all the lovely ladies in the place. Shout out to all of the good people that are here. And hello, Eagles. So, game time. How you doing today, man?
Yeah. It was a rough day. It was one of them days. I had to go to a funeral. So
Sorry to hear that.
no, it's just one of those. You always say it, right? But it's,
Oh, my
it
goodness.
really is true. This wasn't necessarily a shock, but still, sucks.
Well,
But
Kurt Morgan, member for 23 months. Shout out to you. Mike has been sending out more footballs and actually sending out some of the packages for the tailgate members. You are getting your shot glass rack, your shot glass holder that holds 4 of them. Try not to use them all for yourself. Okay, that's for when you have company. Don't be home pouring 4 shots for yourself. Although the Cowboys will make you drink. Somebody had said in here, and I have not seen it, but Zach Martin wasn't on the plane.
he did not board the team charter.
Okay, well, Dak doesn't. Dak never does either. He's actually there in Oxnard.
He's not going to show up, Mark.
You don't think so?
No, because Catboy. Don't get me.
No, let's get there. Listen.
Yeah, real
game
quick,
time.
I want to show you something.
Game time. We can talk about real shit happening as opposed to that bullshit we get from Philly 500. So bring it, man.
Well, here's the deal. The Catboy strikes again. Zach Martin's agent had the preliminary conversations, and from what he got back from the powers that be, aka Catboy, it was a no-go. Then now they're backstepping, saying, "Oh well, we're not panicking. Everything's gonna work out." Do your job, Stephen Jones. Do your friggin' job. Keep your players that you plan on either have. Zach Martin is still top 5 at his position, easy.
Well,
right?
you know the boys at Pro Football Focus said he not only the number 1 guard, he the number one interior offensive lineman.
Listen, man. Bottom line is you can restructure. It's not going to cost you much more. This narrative that you need that money to sign other players is BS.
Well, how about this?
Come on,
How about you go ahead and get Dak Prescott's deal done? If you need some cash.
Well, that's what I've been saying. And everybody goes, "Oh, you're being negative." I'm not trying to be, but we have a lot to do. You telling me Catboy's going to get Dak, CD, Trayvon, Zach Martin. He's going to do Steele. Are you telling me he's going to do all that in 2 months? If he does that, then I will be like, okay. But maybe, Mark, it's not rocket science. You're going to have to pay CD average of it like a top 3 guy.
Yeah.
It's not that big a deal because you could spread it out.
There's new tools that the voidable years, where you can dump the stuff later on.
It's just very annoying. Now, Zach Martin, I understand it probably caught them by surprise. Well, listen, you've been underpaying him forever.
Yeah,
And
and
now, all of a sudden,
restructuring
you're
his
talking about-
contract forever.
They pulled levers, and Zach probably wasn't necessarily happy with. He still got his money, but I mean, he probably wasn't necessarily happy that language is in his contract. And he goes, "Oh, well, you guys throw me a bone since I've been underpaid," and it's like,
Right.
no.
Well,
Okay,
the
well, that's cool.
misconception that people have as far as restructuring is, the people will think that, they gave their team player, they gave money back. It's like, no, that's not how it works. Basically, they're just changing the language. They're still getting the same amount of money. They're just saying, converting some of the money and making it guaranteed money as opposed to the salary. So let's say you're scheduled to make $15 million this year. We're going to convert $14 million of that into signing bonus. And your salary for this year technically is $1 million. We'll take that $14 million and spread that out over the course of the life of the contract. So that's where Zeke Elliott's contract ended up growing to $16 million cap hit. And the same thing with like D-Law, because they keep borrowing money from these guys, restructuring. At some point, you have to pay it. If the player plays forever, then great. You don't have to worry about it. But if it ends up being, Jalen Smith, you get the dead money hit. So that's the problem with doing that stuff.
I would try a different tact if I'm him. I'm not an agent, so maybe I'm totally off base. But you bring in these guys and say, listen, we want to sign these all. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's just what we want to do. We're not going to lowball you, but we need to make it to where we can get you all, just be flexible, like you said, with affordable years. That's what it really comes down to. But whatever, man.
Can I say something good about Stephen Jones at least?
What?
At least he is not negotiating in public opinion.
In public.
He is not trashing the players and acting like they don't deserve to get paid. That was something that always bugged the crap out of me. It's like whenever it's time to pay somebody, they're not a team player. They're greedy.
Stories that surface out of nowhere.
Oh, like Des Bryant. There might be a tape out there, and
Yeah.
They'll trash him and say, but he's really not worth all this, that, and the other. Or, we're not going to reset the running back market and then blow that shit out the water.
Nobody was expecting them. Now, I knew there was a chance, but you know what? I don't understand. Who is the whistleblower behind the scenes that's running her mouth? The leak. Because why would it be to anybody's interest, like best interest, to come out and say that we are working on a deal with Terrence Steele to make him a $50 million player? Who linked it? Or did you?
But hold on though.
No, that's nobody.
Terrence Steele. If it's a 5-year deal, it's not $50 million. It's chump change.
Yep.
Even if it's a 4-year deal, you're still only talking about $12 million a year, right?
Yeah.
In this day and age now, hell, that's more money than Saquon is getting on a tag. But here's where it's crazy. You realize, and I hadn't realized this, but actually the franchise tag has already gone down. It was, for running backs, it was 10.9 the year before. It was 10.1 this year. Next year, it's really going to crater now that everybody with the big contracts has been kicked.
I think that's why they did it. So,
okay.
That's what it is, man.
I'm going to go back to my original premise that I think Zeke Elliott's going to be unemployed this year.
Well, I think you saw what happened, right? You saw what happened with Naheem with the Buffalo Bills. He's out for the year with a knee injury already.
Wow.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, no, I hadn't heard that. I know C.J. Gardner was carted off, but they think with the knee injury. But I think they said,
really?
But I think they said they're hopeful that it's not bad.
Naheem Hines, it was a non-football related, but regardless, he's out for the year. So guys, now they're already talking Dalvin Cook in Buffalo. Mm-hmm. This is why I told you, Zeke, just stand pat. He'll be on a team, Mark. Mark my words. He'll be on a team. Maybe our team. I don't want to wish injury, but he's going to go somewhere. He's going to have a little bit more leverage. And if he makes $1 million more, that's worth it for him. So he should just hold out. There's going to be injuries, man. That position. That's what that does.
Well, Dalvin Cook. The question will be: is how much will he get paid?
He'll get paid a lot.
I don't think he is either. But I think for him to look at it and say, "Okay, I'll take less money to go to Buffalo because I've got a chance to maybe win," as opposed to you look at DeAndre Hopkins. That brother ain't got a chance. I don't think that Tennessee is going to be a Super Bowl contending team, but I could be wrong. Here's the thing that's kind of crazy. Rashid is losing his mind, and every Giant fan that I know is literally going crazy. But what's funny about the NFL is you just don't know. We all went through last year thinking with all the stuff we went through with Catboy, We didn't sign anybody. We got rid of players left and right. And then, Dak Prescott breaks his thumb against Tampa Bay. We pretty much said, the season's over. We're done. Stick a fork in it. It's just going to be long and ugly. And here it is, we go 12-5. So for all the Giant fans that are out there going crazy, you actually have a good coach right now. I don't know how good Daniel Jones is. You got a decent defense. Things can fall your way. So I don't ever count anybody out.
I told you, I like the Giants. They're going to be behind us. Everybody gets all, oh my God, Brian's saying they're going to be good. Yeah, they're going to be not as good as us, but they're going to be right on our heels. And that's because of coaching, and they're addressing needs as they need them. They went out and got Cole Beasley, and they went out and got James Robb.
And you also have to look at the NFC right now. The NFC is way down. I mean, look at the NFC South. NFC South, everybody is on Derek Carr's bandwagon, but Derek Carr ain't showed me shit. I know people will say, I'll take Derek Carr over Dak Prescott. I don't understand why, because that guy,
I don't know why
he had Devontae Adams last year. He had Josh Jacobs on that team. You would think that would be the highest scoring offense in the NFL with those guys, but he got sent packing. They're probably the best team in that division. Tampa Bay is rebuilding. Carolina is, to me, ass. And Atlanta sucks completely. And you go through the NFC North, Minnesota may be okay. Green Bay, are you sold on their quarterback, Jordan Love? The Bears, Justin Fields, maybe.
I like Justin Fields, but
he's got some weapons at least to throw with. But you don't look at and Detroit, who's the darling. I don't look at any of those teams and say they're juggernauts. So who knows? And then you go out west. Seattle. Maybe they were Cinderella story last year. I don't know that they're going to be great this year. Then you got, of course, the 49ers should be good, but Kyle Shanahan typically kind of is up real good one year and then kind of down the next. So you never know on that one. The Cardinals are going to suck. And then the Rams, So looking at that, the Giants got a chance in there. Who are you talking to? You mouthing to something? Or is your...
Me?
Yeah, your volume?
No, my son was asking me a question.
What's up, son? Logan, you're soft like Charmin. Ooh, Jalen Hurts is a Bama. Okay. I have ice cream in my vein. I have ice in my veins. Logan Motorsports. I haven't really paid that much to the chat.
Because we coming for your meats.
It seems like the Eagle fan. Is it me or is the Eagle fans kind of toned it down a little bit now? Last couple of days.
Listen, I told you, the powers that be aren't as sold as all the fans are. Fans are the last into the party. It's going to set in. They're going to be good, but if it goes bad, it could go real bad. I just think it could be not what they're expecting. But, let's have...
There's no way in the world that what Philly 500 is expecting, it can come true. There's no way.
I think he's trying to talk it into existence, one of those things, He knows everything's against him. And it's not like that you have a division or a team like Dallas who's not good. He knows full well how good Dallas is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big mystery about our offense, but I was talking to a friend a little while ago. I hadn't talked to him in a long time. He's a big Cowboy fan, and he was saying, this is the one year we always said, we got an offense, but can our defense really be good? This is the first year where our defense is going to be great.
At least on paper.
Is our offense going to be good? I think it will be.
I think I think our offense has a chance to be a lot. I mean, when Dak was playing the high-scoring offense in the NFL.
When Dak was out. Our defense locked it down.
It down, but I just look at this and say, Dak's hopefully not getting injured. He's not having to come back from a broken thumb. Nobody will give credence to him at all to look and say, dude had a pin a plate in his thumb and had to come back from that. Sorry, I don't care when a player comes back on the field and they say he's healthy. You're not 100%. Once you get injured, you are never quite there. And you can't tell me, having a broken thumb and coming back a few weeks after the surgery and all, that doesn't affect you. He will be better with that ball. And to me, I still believe in our young tight ends. Peyton Hendershot, Jake Ferguson. If those guys can take a step, they don't have to take a huge step. If they take a step forward from where they were, they can actually be pretty good. And that can be all the difference in the world, especially finding out that Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore basically did not see eye to eye. So we will see something totally different. At least that's my hope.
Isaac Mitchell says NFC running through Dallas this year, no doubt about it. Well, I like to think that, I would like to think that you're right. I mean, I see stats about the Eagles, a team not winning the division back-to-back. I see stats about teams who lose in a Super Bowl, have a hard time. But I also see stats when a team wins back-to-back 12-win seasons, how hard it is to do that yet again.
Yeah.
So there's stats for every flavor. If you're looking for an angle, you can find a stat for it.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, like I said, we have a great defense. Our offense is going to be a mystery, but I believe in Dak ultimately, and I believe in McCarthy. I believe in Brian Schottenheimer. What I was talking about a little while ago was you saw what our defense did when Dak was out. Okay, so if we can bring that intensity
every week with or without Dak,
and get back to running the ball, which takes risk, and setting up play action. That's what it's all.
Oh, Eastside, shut up.
Eastside's in the house.
Eastside.
Throwing grenades.
Jeez. You know what? You act like, Dak Prescott is like Carson Wentz, a turnover machine, that every year he turns the ball over. He had one season with interceptions. And I'm sorry, you guys, it's amazing how we give crutches to other guys. Derek Carr. Oh, man, New Orleans in great shape with Derek Carr. Derek Carr had weapons out the yin yang and didn't bust a grape. Am I wrong? And he didn't have a broken thumb. And he got run out of the Raiders.
Yeah.
We had Noah Brown, who you guys signed, who you're telling me may not even make the roster with the Texans.
Yep.
Okay? He was our number 2 leading wide receiver last year. That's how bad our wide receiver situation was. The fact that we did what we did is amazing.
Fat Cat, it pains me to say this, but Hurts is the best quarterback in the East. We can still win the NFC, though, Marco.
Fat Cat, he was the last year. Last year with a great offensive line and great weapons. He was. I can't say that he wasn't.
So Fat Cat going into last
we got
year,
Jet D in the house. What's up, Jet? Why are you all the way over there, man?
Not sustainable.
Why are you sitting all the way over there? Oh, are you looking at the plaster?
I'm looking at the plaster.
Oh, does it look good?
It looked good.
Oh, my
Jet
goodness.
come over today?
Jet is over here. He just came back.
Oh, okay.
Jet is
I thought he was
back.
in the chat.
Back again. No, he's sitting over there in the corner, man, chilling. We're actually really chilling in here because the AC works like a mother. It's cold up in here. Angelica, see, you didn't piss Mark off. No, I'm not saying, no. Well, I don't really get pissed off. I just raise my voice. It's not really pissed off. But I'm just looking at this and say, Josh Allen. Josh Allen, you go into this time last year, people were saying, Buffalo Bills, Super Bowl favorite. Dallas Cowboys, ass. They suck. They didn't do anything to help themselves. And guess what? Both of our teams lost the same weekend, with the exception of we played on Monday night, first time ever on the road in the playoffs. On a short week, have to go to San Francisco. Buffalo played their happy ass at home, and they scored what? 10 points. And lost the same weekend we did. But Josh Allen, generational talent, Josh Allen, cover of Madden. Dak Prescott, oh, he sucks. Come on, man.
See, I mean, yeah. Well, you saw how many interceptions Josh Allen's been thrown. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I understand he's got talent, but bottom line is he's throwing a lot of interceptions. I think he leads the league over the last couple of years.
He does.
Interceptions.
Tammy in the house. What's up, Tammy? How are you doing? Angelica
Walker,
says hello.
throwing
She says,
grenades,
"Hey,
too.
Jet. How you doing?" Alan Williams, Alan Walker. Eagles are in for a rude awakening. Jet D, look, with the blue heart, man. See? I don't get no blue hearts and stuff like that. Jeez. Kenny Pickett will be a top quarterback. John Doe, okay. No excuses, same energy for Dak. All in fun, no reason to time out.
Motorsport says that the Tampa team was ass. But if we would have lost, then we would have, you would never have heard that.
Tom Brady, playoffs at home. So now, so let me make sure I got this
Tom
straight.
Brady that beat you the year prior blew you out the stadium. Jalen Hurts blew his doors off. Jalen looked like a college quarterback.
Okay,
Just the year before.
so can we say the same thing about the Eagles beating the Giants in the first round of the playoffs?
Well, look, where I'm getting at is the year before, okay, they blew the Eagles' doors off at home in a playoff game, okay?
What's up, Jeff?
Next year, okay, they're horrible. So you're saying that a team can change that much in 1 year. So the Eagles were really good last year, so you could be bad this year. You're basically saying that.
Usually that's what kind of happens.
I know.
Which is the reason why nobody has repeated in the NFC East since 2003, 2004.
Bullseye on your chest. You get everybody wants to beat the Super Bowl, usually the Super Bowl champion. You guys didn't win, so I'm sorry, but
so
at least
you're saying they're a Super Bowl loser. Oh, is that what you're saying?
You get your NFC ring. If that's what you want, but you know.
Oh yeah, the
Why are we
NFC
blocking
ring.
people? Atlanta Walker was just blocked. What did she say? All she said was that team wasn't 8-9.
Yeah,
Jeff Lee is on a.
Jeff Lee, slow your roll, man. Slow your roll on this. I mean,
I love you, Jeff, but you know,
yeah.
you gotta let them talk. As long as they're respectful.
it's when they go, when they're spamming the same comments, and when we have our resident troll with multiple personalities, so to speak. So we all know who I'm talking about. Dak's the
he's been
Dak's the
showing up
loser
on
that
I guess
we
I'm doing
award.
better, 'cause
He just got okay. Dallas #1, Giants 2, Eagles 3, and Washington 4. John Doe. Wow. Okay, I don't know about that one.
I said that the other day. That could possibly happen if the Giants are who I think they are and win 10, and the Eagles get off to a rough start for whatever reason. I'm not saying they are. They're very. I find it hard to believe that that'll happen just because of their offensive line. It would have to be some injuries. Which, listen, when you make a Super Bowl run, that means you're playing a lot of games. Things happen. These players are a year older. I'm not sitting there saying I'm rooting for injury. I'm quite the contrary. But injuries happen in this game. Is Jason Kelsey, who's a year older, going to be able to stay healthy? Is Jalen Hurts going to continue to run and get hurt because he can't keep doing it?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, people are taking that middle away.
Oh, I know.
Why do you think you drafted Overshown?
Overshown. And Damone Clark. We got speed. But here's the thing. Jalen Hurts did not play great against the Cowboys.
No.
His statistics against the Cowboys are not good. And that's the thing that's always so funny to me is Eagle fans say, "Oh, well, you only beat Mariota, right?" But I'm like, you guys scored 36 points. Now, be it one was a pick six, but that's better than what Jalen Hurts has ever done against the Cowboys. Yeah. So don't think that, if we just had Jalen Hurts, we would have beat you guys. No, actually, you wouldn't have.
What makes me sleep well at night is knowing that we're not going to be afraid of anybody with our defense.
True on that
Let's
one.
say we're not going to have some ups and downs, maybe a lull here or there, but we're going to be shut down for the most part against any offense. So a defense can take you a long way. It's going to buy us some time to get our offense, going. Just my opinion. I'm ready to roll for the season. I just hope we don't suffer any. I'm just knock on wood, please, everybody. I know we got to practice, but let's just hope that we get out. Because the last thing I want to do is just.
Well, I'm going to say I'm still worried about our tackle situation. Okay, Michael Gallup, when he landed, we're in Oxnard now. He started talking about last year. This time, he was like, literally, I couldn't walk. He said,
right too.
And remember when we were down for Stewart, that was the end of OTAs. They ended up leaving to go bowling, I think it was, instead of one of the practices. And the reason why in the tour we couldn't see the locker room was because Michael Gallup was in there getting worked on and stuff. So he was definitely rehabbing big time while everybody else was out for summer and was not there. So the fact that he's in shape and able to run, that's really good news. But I'm still concerned about Terrence Steele. If he's, we've seen the workout videos. Of course, the Cowboys always tell us that we're great, right? But we've seen guys take a lot longer coming back from injuries than what the Cowboys predict. And if he's not ready to go, I'm worried. I'm still worried about Tyron Smith.
Yeah, I think Terrence is gonna be ready by game 1. I don't think he's gonna be ready to start preseason. And listen, that might be not good. So, I don't know, man. It's all speculation at this point, which is all the more reason why the guys that are healthy need to be there. Now, I know Zach don't need to be actually playing in games, but it does need to be getting practice. He's not. Zach Martin needs to be in training camp. I know it's not the end of the world right now. I'm not trying to say the sky is falling, but it's not a good thing. We can't mold it into that's not bad. It's not good. Catboy has one job, contract, and he can't do it.
Well, it seems like his job is partially to piss off the players. Okay.
I mean. Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Gibson and Logan Motorsport, about the red brick house. I literally finished plastering this. This is still wet, okay? I plastered this. I stopped 30 minutes before this live stream. I said to myself, I am going to have this plastered back here behind my studio because training camp is here and I need a studio. I need this part done. And I said, the hell with the rest of the house. We gonna have the studio together because as long as we can talk about the Cowboys, who needs anything else?
I hear you.
Are you ready for next week?
Yeah, I can't believe it's next week already. Yeah, of course I am. I got the rental car ready to roll. We got the game tickets.
And I'll work on the induction ceremony ticket. I'll get those squared away tomorrow. But I can't wait to go because it's always great going to Pro Football Hall of Fame because the last time I was there I saw 3 Dallas Cowboys players, players and coach, over 2 years being inducted. And I remember seeing Harold Carmichael, one of the great Eagles that was being inducted. So can't wait to see Chuck Howey and DeMarcus Ware going in there. And, of course, to see all the Eagles that are going into the Pro Football.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them there this year, isn't there?
Yeah, there has to be because they're the greatest football team of history, aren't they? So they have to have at least, 6 or 7 guys, at least by Philly 500 to talk. What you getting out of here? What's in the box?
I had this custom made, man. I think you would like it. I had a
custom made mini helmet?
Yeah, just the way, because they didn't make it with this grill on it before. It's got a cool grill.
Oh, I like that.
Troy.
Yeah.
That's DeMarcus Ware's college.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so that's what you're gonna get signed by. Okay.
That I have the Aware's jersey I'll bring, but I don't know. We'll see what the going rate is. But I definitely I'd rather get the mini helmet. So we'll see.
I got a picture.
Yeah, I had it custom made. They're normally like what, $40?
Yeah.
I think I paid $55 for this, but you know, it's nice.
We're going to be driving up there. It's only about, let's say, a six and a half hour drive, especially when you're not driving an RV. It's actually a pretty easy drive.
Wednesday night, I pick up the rental around noon. Go home, you know.
We'll be there and we'll be ready to rock and roll.
I just want to avoid the traffic, so I'll probably get there and leave earlier. And then,
well, if we leave at 6 a.m., we won't have to worry about the traffic getting out of DC. So yeah, and we'll be there then about like 1
I'll
o'clock.
be at your house by 5:30.
John Doe, you mean that will be the XFL after this season? Dak will be laugh out loud. Okay. You know, it's funny how I have heard every year, you know, I remember when Dak was a rookie that people would say he'll be flipping burgers in a couple of years. You know, literally. Yeah. Every year it's like, this is Dak Prescott's last year. You know, Dak.
And how many out of his class are still around?
Jared Goff still is. Carson Wentz actually get on with the team.
Who's Carson Wentz?
I forgot, you know, I literally forgot about Carson Wentz. Maher is better than any we got, okay? Nobody would throw at him so the NFL penalized Draymond for that, okay. Well, my biggest excitement, of course, is, and I wish I was at training camp to see this, is to see the big guys going at it. And I'm hoping and praying that nobody gets hurt. But that defensive line that we have, oh my God, I'm so thrilled. I just can't wait to see them actually in action. You saw that Broncos defensive end got suspended indefinitely for gambling.
Yeah, I did. So hopefully our guys are smart. So that was the guy that I liked too. So, you know, coming out of in the draft. So it's, you know, they need to be careful. Atlanta Walker, y'all Cowboys fans keep saying that about Hurts to turn about his fair play.
Hold on. I have not said he's going to be flipping burgers. I said, here's what I can say. I said, and I don't know why Jet's not coming over here and joining the chat with us here. What I've said is,
things to say. I'll be there.
Okay, I'm going to say what I said about Jalen Hurts is they better be sure about him, because the way that contract is, if it ends up being that he's a one-year wonder like Carson Wentz, it's not like it hasn't happened before. But basically,
just happened to you.
Yeah, basically, you know, you look at Jimmy G got paid after, 5 good games? And I'm not sure that they got value for him. I mean, you know, people will say, how dare you talk about Jimmy G? He was in the Super Bowl. But if you look at his stats, he's got 4 touchdown passes in all of his playoff games and 6 interceptions. So do you look at that and say it's Jimmy G is the reason why they were going to the Super Bowl? And you have to look at San Francisco, because we got this 49er troll in here who's, you know, saying we lost to Brock Purdy. Have you looked at the weapons? And shout out to you for the amount of weapons that you guys have on your offense. I don't know that you can call that equal to what we had on our team. I mean, take a look at your tight end versus Dalton Schultz. Take a look at, you know, Christian McCaffrey versus Tony Pollard. Oh, I'm sorry. Tony Pollard was out that game. With Zeke Elliott, who averaged 2.6 yards a carry in that playoff game. To say it's all Dak's fault, sorry. Call me a Dak lover. Call me jaded, whatever. I'm just going to be. I'm going to put it out there in facts. It just is.
It's
Kilmer.
Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. He does.
Hold it. Who's Kill? Angelica.
Huh?
So we got Philadelphia's mad, so he made a new profile? Is that where we're at now? He won't show his face anymore since we took his wrench? Aw. Eagles fans butthurt already? Aw. Howie made Jalen work for his money because Hurts is a bum. Ooh.
I would say this to the Eagles fans. I don't know why that you would hate Dallas. We haven't won a Super Bowl. I could see why back in the 90s, you figure it was kind of a hangover because we won the 2 in the 70s, but we were in how many?
We were in 5.
5. We were in 5 in the 70s. Down there in the 80s, 90s, we owned the decade. It should have been more, honestly, if Jerry Jones could have put his pride, in his back pocket and just got along with Jimmy Johnson. But I can see why you would have hated us back then. Now just think, we haven't won a Super Bowl in so long yet. We're still the number 1 rated team that's watched on TV.
On everything. Let's be clear, on everything.
Why is that? I don't know. I don't have the answer for you. I can guess, but that's just a fact. We're the most watched. We're still America's team. You got
and most hated.
You got guys like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady along the way, and everybody laughs at them. The numbers don't lie. They're just the most loved team. Mark laid out why his father was a Cowboys fan. My father was born in Oklahoma, raised in Texas. That's all he ever knew was OU football and Dallas Cowboys. That's all I've ever known.
No, I'm not going. Dale, shout out to, we got a lot of new people that are in here. I'm drinking a Mike's hard strawberry lemonade here, okay? I can't drink anything really, really hard because as tired as I am, I would be passed the F out. That's just hard enough right there. But no, not going to Oxnard. And let me be 100% honest on this. Now, I have been to Oxnard. I don't go every year. That's the first, misnomer. I think I've been to Oxnard 4 times. What I've seen and the way training camp has changed, the evolution of it. I remember the first training camp I went to, they had 2-a-days. They had a 10 o'clock practice and then they had a 4 o'clock practice, which was great. There used to be tons of space, and it was almost like a carnival atmosphere. They'd have the the Cowboys tractor trailers out there. They'd have the cheerleaders, at the tables every day signing autographs. You would see the gift wheel that they would spin, and you'd see Nate Newton out there, and they'd be broadcasting and stuff. And it was very, very friendly. But over the course of the years, it's kind of gotten smaller. The space has kind of gotten smaller, with the townhouses that have been put out there. And it's gotten to be more of pay-per-view. Last year it was the hospitality area that was like, where you could actually be close enough to the players to get autographs, where it used to be the little kids could be there right at the entranceway where the players came out and could get autographs. Now, unless you're a big roller, you don't get that. And now with the hospitality suite tent platform that's built where usually the regular fans could be, you're kind of getting crowded out. That, and along with now, you basically have 3 practices a week. And there's no guarantee with today's NFL that the practices are going to be actually a practice. When I was there last year, the first padded practice was Monday. We missed that one because our flight got in Monday. Tuesday, great practice. They went after it and all that. Wednesday was listed as a scrimmage, but it ended up being an hour early, and it ended up being a 40-minute walkthrough. So I spent a week out there, and I got 1 good practice. And the way it's set up now, it's 3 practices for a week. It's just not worth the expense of it to be on the opposite coast and have to go there on it. So that's why we're going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Not that many YouTubers will go to that, but to see DeMarcus Ware and to see Chuck Howley.
It just kind of fell into place for me. I was off that week. It's a good opportunity. That's fine. We'll have a good time.
Miss Hot Sauce is here, Philly D. Miss Hot Sauce is always here, Lola.
Hot sauce.
Miss Hot Sauce, Lola, because Lowe's had Lola Hot Sauce. So from the time I saw that, I said, that's Lola. Dak is trash, bro. Dude done, if he didn't do nothing this year, no cap. Okay, Mark. Apparently, Mark, you don't know too much about football because the Cowboys can't get rid of him, pretty much. And it's funny. Like that opening clip I had with Dan was Jay Smooth. Do I think Dallas signed Zach Martin? Well, you trying to trigger game time there?
Yeah, no. They better sign him, Jay Smooth.
They'll sign him.
Yeah, they're gonna sign him.
Well, here's the problem. If they hurry up and sign, here's the thing: if they hurry up and sign Zach, and then how you feel if you're Diggs or your CD? It's like, wait a minute, you've been working on mine for how long, and now he starts screaming. Maybe I need to go ahead and step away from camp now.
But I mean, that's the problem why I hated it so much. I know what we have to do. I keep hearing, they get the deals done in the preseason. Okay,
Jet,
let's see what you get done.
Chair over there.
Okay, I can see it now. We're going to carry over Diggs till next year. He's going to be disgruntled.
Mm-hmm.
We may get CD done. They're going to do one. So, look, we got CD done. Okay, well, I expect you to get it done. That's the difference. I expect you to do your job. They act like it's that's the part I hate. They act like it's so hard to do. Everything is painstaking and got to fight for every dollar. Okay.
You know the thing that's funny. Now, Philly Eagles fans, shout out to you. Dak is greater than Hurts, but Hurts is taking his team further than Dak is taking it. Last year it hurt me listening to Philly 500. In fact, it literally will hurt your ears listening to Philly 500 for too long. But he was pointing out and basically saying, we're better than you guys in, with wide receivers, we're better running backs, we're better, he was going down the line. And it's true. You had a far away better offensive line than we did. You had a better tight end than we did. You had better wide receivers than we did. And those things matter when it comes crunch time. It just does.
Yeah.
You can't say that, because if that was the case, then Aaron Rodgers would have beat the Detroit Lions the last week of the season to make the playoffs, right? Guess what?
Absolutely.
He didn't. And Aaron Rodgers lost to the 49ers the year before in the playoffs as the number 1 seed at home. So does that mean Aaron Rodgers is ass? Right?
Yeah, it's only when it comes to us.
Yeah.
What's up, JoJo? How are you?
Mark, give me Parsons and I'll give you A.J. Brown. Philly D, you can put down the crack pipe, buddy. I ain't giving up Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons, a man on a mission right now who literally says, I ain't satisfied, I want a ring. John Doe says Hurts was carried. Ooh. They had better coaching than us. Well, they didn't have...
Hurts stepped up. He did.
And I'm not saying Hurts is... let me be clear. I'm not saying Hurts is a bad quarterback. I am not in any stretch of imagination. Just because you have great weapons doesn't mean you can actually play with them. But it's a lot easier to play with great weapons than without any. And look who we have here. We got Jet D who says he's got things to say. So
you know where Philly had to go for a quarterback that actually could win stuff?
Where?
Texas.
Oh. All right. Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
But Hurts still has got a lot of proving to do, man. He's still a running quarterback, and that's not a long-term deal. It's not a long-term deal. Dak won us a lot of stuff off of his legs, but he turned the corner and proved himself. That's why he got paid, because he can throw, not just run. Hurts hasn't proved that yet.
Well, here's the thing that they haven't had yet is adversity. They were one of the least injured teams in the NFL last year. Yep. And that matters. And when everybody stays healthy and you have players, that matters a hell of a lot. And like I said, I can't hate on them, but I can't hate on the Eagles. They did a lot of things that were right. They literally were perfect in free agency in the trades, with the exception of Robert Quinn. That's the only one you looked at and say did not pay dividends.
Right.
But, we ended up losing, we got Hankins, which was a big step up, and he got hurt. We didn't go out there and get anybody else.
Nope.
You guys ended up having Jordan Davis get hurt, and you signed Ndamukong Suh. Right? You guys did things that we did not do. You did everything you could to buy that Super Bowl, and you missed it by that much.
By that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you see, Brian, the Eagles going this year? I'm just curious. Have you made a prediction on that?
Yeah, I said I have them at 11. It could be. I think their ceiling is 12. Honestly, I think it can be as low as 9. Obviously, if they lose, if we lose Dak, if they lose Hurts for an extended period of time, they're in deep trouble. I know they got what's his name? They went out and got Mariota. So they said he sucked. Well, now he's your back.
Lola says, "What's up, Jet D?"
What's up, Lola?
Is he gonna get on camera or what?
Yeah, he's on camera.
I'm right here in the corner.
He's right below you. He's not on this camera because it's he's sitting right here to my right.
Okay,
he's on the screen. If you're watching it live, you'll see him sitting in the corner there. He's just chilling and relaxing and all. This guy has got ice in his veins because he used to ride bulls, so it's like nothing. Nothing. You can't kick him in the ass and think that it's going to bother him. It literally doesn't, because he's been kicked by a whole lot worse.
Exactly.
But
drop that ton of weight on me. I'll bring it.
Micah, don't put a baby in the corner. Laugh out loud. Oh, don't put the baby in the corner. Okay. That's Angelica Barone up here starts up. Okay. Dak is on a mission and Hurts is terrified of Dallas. All right.
I wouldn't say that either.
No, I don't think he's terrified of anybody. He shouldn't be.
Hurts wants something to prove. Boy, like I said, he's a Texas boy. He's good.
That's where early on I made video. I don't like how we got to crap on Hurts. I don't have to do that to talk about my quarterback. But yet the Eagles fans have to crap on Dak while they're talking about their quarterback. Whatever.
That's exactly.
Well, I tell you what.
Dak has got the same amount of playoff wins as Hurts does. And Hurts did it in one year where he got hot on a real good team. So, okay, let's see what happens this year. Let's see.
That's right.
There's a lot of receipts out there. So,
will the real Jalen Hurts please stand up?
Well, the rubber's going to hit the road. Jeff Lee says Cowboys 12-5. So, I think that that can happen again. I have been at 11 as of now. I'm going to make my final prediction after all the preseason's over. But at the end of the day, it's whoever stays healthy. That's all I care about. Let's just build, have a good year, finish strong, go into the playoffs.
Well, I tell you what, the Eagles better not lose that first game to the Cowboys November 5th. Because
you're worried about the New England game. You know that, right?
No, I'm just saying, just think about it. If they lose that game to start off the juggernaut schedule that they have, because it's okay, you play Dallas. Let's say you lose to Dallas. Follow that up with the Chiefs, the Bills, the 49ers, and then the Cowboys again. And followed by the Seahawks and the Giants.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I mean, that's a hell of a strong. I mean, that is a Widowmaker corner. You got Cowboys, Chiefs, Bills, 49ers, and then Cowboys, Seattle, and Giants.
Yep.
That's 5 or 6 losses right there.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's literally insane. You're literally paying the cream of the crop. I mean, even if we say the Cowboys aren't, Kansas City, Buffalo, 49ers. Bookend with the Cowboys at the start and the finish.
Cowboys aren't. We freaking own the Eagles playing them.
No, Dak Prescott.
Eagles open up in New England.
Dak was Jalen Hurts.
425.
Because they finally beat us.
Well,
the New England is They're honoring Tom Brady that night.
Oh man. Okay.
They finally beat us, man.
So there's a lot of Eagles fans, they are flexing to us Cowboy fans, but then they're worried about a New England team who's not really that good.
Murderers row, as Thomas Garrett calls it.
They're scared of Belichick? Is that what it is?
What I will say is give Belichick a couple months to game plan for the Eagles.
Oh yeah, he'll own them. Exactly.
It could be tough on the Eagles.
He'll work them.
So,
Facts.
Alan Walker says, "Y'all, that's what happened last year. Y'all be busy worried about us. Y'all lost the division."
We went on 112 games. Our season had nothing to. Our ending of the season had nothing to do with the Eagles.
No, it didn't.
We didn't play you in the playoffs. We beat you and we split with you, like we always do. We lost our quarterback for 5 games.
Lola, when you've got that kind of money and that kind of looks and 7 rings, you can date anybody you want to.
That ain't
So
wrong.
yeah, he will be dating another supermodel. Cowboy fans are delusional. Okay. If we're delusional, then what are Eagle fans that are literally? What is Philly 500 then?
Philip Hines always delusional.
Mike he's sitting over there just chilling, just enjoying the AC. Oh my God, this place has come so far. Actually, Brian, I can't wait to get you and your wife down here, man. This place, you guys will love it when we're done.
I was just looking when I came home. I didn't get home till late this afternoon. It was a long day, but I was looking for some videos. I keep seeing these like collages of multiple days on your videos. Is that what you're doing?
Well, what I do is I'll just take a clip of everything that I'm doing that day. That's like one day.
That and then
That's one day. So tonight I'll go through and I'll take all the clips. Jet and working in the bathroom with the.
Did you do a live stream today or no?
Oh, I did. I finished the live stream at 8:30 because I was plastering this up right here.
Okay.
So it was like literally, I was like, I'm gonna get this done before my live stream tonight because I want it to look good back here. And so it was 8:30. I was like, oh shit, I got to get set up for this live stream.
Yeah, 'cause I was over at the other computer doing something, and I'm like, I just gotta.
Well, we're coming down the tail end of this thing right now. I would just want to send some support to my buddy Law Nation, who has lost a family member. He's actually not going to be posting for a couple of days, and just let everybody know, keep him in your thoughts and your prayers. He's definitely going through a hard time right now. And we are all, Philly 500, Law Nation, Vosh, and all that stuff. We all are like a big family and stuff. And we may talk trash and stuff back and forth and stuff, but we're all like family and things. And remember, everybody, that life is precious, and
it is.
Things change so quickly. So
They do.
hold your loved ones close and let them know how much you care about them. All right. So what else you got to add there, Brian, before we roll out of here?
Not much, man. Not much. Like, when did they report? Tomorrow?
Well, they're in Oxnard. The team flight's already there. Dak was already in California, so camp actually opens on Wednesday. Philly D. Ask Game Time, who has a better organization to win today, Eagles or Dallas?
Well, you could ask it, Philly D. Who has a better organization to win today, Eagles or Dallas? Organization, Eagles are actually a little hotter right now with, I still wouldn't say the draft, because their draft,
they're not great with the draft.
No, but I will say making trades and getting over the top what they did last year, I would say the Eagles. But, this year they couldn't do that. Philly.
Well, you know what?
They couldn't do that this year, and they're relying on very, very young defensive linemen, meaning Jordan Davis, who couldn't stay healthy last year, and now Jalen Carter, big upside, also a rookie. We've seen it time and time again where It's not the easiest position to come in and dominate against these offensive linemen.
Well,
So,
I actually have to give them credit. I'm sitting here yawning and falling asleep just having to think about it. But what they ended up doing with Carson Wentz, they took lemons and made lemonade out of that one.
Yep.
That's the kind of move that's buried a lot of teams of having an ass quarterback, but they ended up getting something for him and using it. So
Are you talking about the North Dakota assassin?
yeah, they wanted to assassinate his ass too. But yeah.
I mean, Philly Deesh, if he watched anything I said, I get accused of giving the Eagles too much credit. They're as talented as can be on the offensive side of the ball. I think their defense is going to be, it's going to let you down this year. We're talking about how great they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, get ready. Their linebackers are below average, and their safeties are below average as of right now. Unless somebody emerges, their secondary is good, but Bradbury was coming off of a contract year.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that works. He's got his contract. He ain't going to have as good a year.
Mm-hmm.
Big play Slay, he gets this big rating, but TD
sorry,
eats him up.
I don't see it.
So, you know what I mean? I could go on and on, but
Well, here's what I have to say about the Eagles.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
And I love you guys. All right, well, I see Brian is tired. Brian's over there yawning about as hard as I am because I know he works hard. Mary Lon, what's up? Welcome back. How are you doing? Thank you for the super chat. Another one of our lovely ladies in the place. But we're going to go ahead and get ready to roll out of here. Tomorrow we'll have tons and tons of stuff that's going on. Now that the team is in Oxnard, we have survived that dreaded time when you hold your breath and pray that nothing happens with any of your guys, that nobody gets suspended, nobody, cuts their hand on while slicing a bagel or busts their elbow trying to catch their cell phone out by the pool, or gets into a bar fight, or elbows somebody in Vegas. We haven't had any of those issues. We are now ready to rock and roll in Oxnard, and I am ready. Are you ready, Brian? Are you ready?
I am ready. I'm ready to roll.
You look like you're ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, in a little bit, man. Like I said, it was one of them days. A lot of, it was a long day today.
Yeah, well, I've got to I got my cement mixer and stuff out there. I got to put some tools away. I need to wet these walls down so that way we can plaster some more and stuff. So I appreciate everybody who's been in tonight. Keep the faith. We're going to get this thing done. And Eagle fans,
Keep that same energy.
yeah. Eagle fans, yeah. All right, it's time to turn out the lights.